Yo. New riders, listen up. How's it going, guys? AJ here, and today we'll be doing a new video regarding new riders. Those of you who just passed your 2B, this video is for you. These are some, basically I have 4 main pointers that you should look into before being too excited or overwhelmed with the fact that you just passed your 2B. Okay, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe, and also if you are watching this video and you have passed your 2B, congratulations, you are officially a motorcycle rider. Okay, serious matters. Point number one, shortlist. Now, what do I mean by this? Shortlist the bikes that you want, be it a cafe racer, a naked bike, a sports bike, a tourism bike. Just list it down. So what happens when you list it down? For example, you've listed down everything and you see that, okay, I want a cafe racer such as an XSR or a Kawasaki W175. Those are some examples. So you'll be like, okay, let's see the new listing. So you go ahead and research about it. So you look at the new listings, you look at the used listings as well, and also when you look at it, you know, such as you know, sites such as SG Bike Mart, and there's Carousel as well. So just like and always shortlist the ones that you want. So that is pointer number one. Shortlist the bikes that you favor. Point number two, we're gonna be looking at comparing the price. Now, since you got your SG Bike Mart likes and also your Carousel likes, compare the prices. Some prices will be higher, lower. Some, even though the COE is shorter, the prices will be higher because of, so be it they modify the bike or what, that's why the price goes higher. Be it they change the exhaust to a better exhaust which is still LTA approved. Remember that everything need to be LTA approved. Some of them, maybe they kept it same ever since they got it, so the price might be lower, or some COE is 2029, some 2030, some 2031, some might even be expiring as close as 2024. So always look at that and compare, be it the price, compare the COE, compare the condition, have a look. Make sure you look at the bike properly, because once you buy it, sometimes some people can't be bothered and be like, that's your problem now, you've bought the bike, you deal with it. So make sure you compare the bike, compare the prices, compare everything about the bike before you make your decision. Now, moving on to number 3, you have shortlisted your bikes, you've compared your bikes, you'll be like, okay, I've seen this XSR 155, looks very good, and I'm gonna buy it as a used, it's a second hand. And then the guy has listed it for, let's say, 12k, considering the COE now, which is 5k. It's still 5k, yes. So considering that, let's say it's 12k, because the bike should be around 7k, and then COE is about 5k. Okay, no, let's say it's a used bike then, 12k plus insurance will be about 13k for new riders, because insurance is always expensive for new riders because you're a new rider. So let's say 13k. Now, I would recommend, or I'm not saying everybody can do it, but I would highly suggest pay full cash. Why? Now, this is like simple maths. It's very simple maths. It's quite common sense. Paying full cash, let's edit something here. Okay, so basically full cash and installment. So if you pay full cash, you'll be paying a total of just the bike itself without, okay, we just focus on the bike. For example, the bike's $12,000. That's how much you'll be paying for full cash. But if you look at installment, you have a down payment, that's one. So for example, down payment, let's say, is $500, and then you have interest. Now, interest is where they make the profit. This is where you lose more money than the cost of the bike itself. So the interest goes up maybe 2, 3, 4%, for example, but there will be interest. So your total amount, let's say from a 500 down payment, it will go down. For interest, every month you'll be paying with interest, and this might be your final paid amount. So in conclusion, full cash is always better if you can, or you are capable of doing it. I would always recommend paying full cash, because full cash you're gonna pay just for the bike and for the COE itself, no installments. No installments, yeah, and no interest. And also, if you pay full cash, you don't need to worry about any installment. You're like, that's my bike, you know, I don't need to do any more payment other than servicing and renewal of insurance, tax, and COE if it expires. Last but not least, we're gonna go on to number 4. This is the last one and the most important point: finances. I've explained it in my previous video before, when the COE prices drop. I explained it: finance. That is probably the most important thing you should be looking out for. So again, example, bike costs 12k. If you have exactly 12k in the bank, should you buy it? Personally, no, don't. If you have 12k in the bank, save up even more. Save up. I would recommend, at least this is my personal recommendation. Maybe some of you think that, oh, this guy's talking bullshit, or you know, he can say whatever he wants, I'm still gonna buy it. Go ahead, that's up to you. I would still recommend getting at least, or having at least 50% more in your bank, just to be safe. Just to be safe. You can never know what happens. You might get into an accident, you might need some accessories, you might want to modify your bike. Always, I would say, recommend at least have another 50%. So 12k, the bike costs 12k, have another 12k in your bank. This is just that safety net, and trust me, in Singapore you will need that safety net. So please, think before you buy. Think about your finance, okay? I'm warning you, think about it, because you're gonna struggle if you don't have money in your bank. You're just gonna struggle, you're gonna panic, you're gonna be stressed out. So make sure you have enough finance in your bank. So guys, that is all for today's video. And again, I want to say, for those who are watching and just passed their 2B bike, congratulations again. Enjoy it, because this is the start of your journey. Hopefully you go on to get 2A and also a class 2, because in Singapore class 2B is quite slow. And let me tell you, if you want to go places like Malaysia, it's going to be a heck of a trip, because especially the Malaysian riders and their modified bikes is just too fast. So you know, if you want to upgrade, that's even better. But again, congratulations to everyone who has passed their 2B, who are watching this. And if you haven't, you know, and you're interested, maybe I'll make a video on tips how to pass your 2B license, if I can remember, you know. So maybe that might be another video. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.